glad that this morning we have been able to receive lots of guests who by arrangement had it booked. They told me what they wanted to come for. After discussions with them, I can safely say, no, I don't think I can until I have the figures. Please. I want to say accurate figures. Yeah, I don't want to say about 100. 180. Yeah. You see? Now that makes sense. No problem. Yeah. Okay. Okay, my name is James Kenani. I'm an aspiring candidate, parliamentary candidate for the ODM party in Yaribari Church. I am delighted this morning that today I have 180 people who have ditched one party to join ODM. They have been in UDA, another major party in the country. And I'm pleased to say that I'm adding to the flock that is within the ODM group 180 people. They are all of all ages. There's the youth, then the mothers, there's the women league. There are also the wazees. I'm really excited about the fact that they have joined us, ditching their own party that they've been supporting, and by extension, the parliamentary candidate from the UDA party. This goes all the way because it also affects the local MCS who are in that party. You see, it is a big joy and it's a sweet surprise for me because they booked an appointment, I didn't talk to them, and we just had general discussions about politics in Kenya and how everything is going on. And they have decided, they'll speak for themselves, 180 strong, that they will go ahead and look for more voters. They will talk to their parents, their friends, wherever they may be, so that we can add to the flock. We already have tickets to vote. We have cross-checked. They appear in the IBC register. So we are glad that we are receiving genuine people. And while I'm at that, I would like to add my voice to the need to have a proper backup so that when the digital system fails, because it's only digital to a certain extent, then we have a manual system that can back up the failure of the digital system. Now, it's very important that IBC holds a transparent, fair, and really fair elections. That's very important because if any amount of favoritism is shown, it will bring chaos into the country. We do not want chaos in the country. We want peace. Even as some of us go ahead preaching the gospel of peace, I like everybody to embrace it. And then we have to do what we preach because life is precious. We do not want Kenya to burn. And the starting point could be unfair elections that are not transparent, elections that will not reflect the will of the Kenyan people. That is a spark for trouble. So let's avoid that and join hands. We are all Kenyans after all. Even if you look at the manifesto of most of the parties, they tend to be generally the same. So let's remain brothers, sisters, friends, fathers, mothers. We all unite in one accord to deliver the decision which wananchi want. Those who have failed to perform, just go ahead and rethink what you have been doing for the last 5 years when you were given the time. My constituency is very hot about these matters because they say there's no development in FC. And so they say we must change. Well, the choice is yours. And this is an opportunity for you to exercise your constitutional right and vote people who will bring development into Kenya. One more, Anna?
At the time, people are going through very hard times. Schools don't have necessary cash to ensure that money is more.
I've read from the media that there is a problem in funding educational institutions. The schools are out, kids are at home, and beginning tomorrow, some of the schools will begin to take in students back. I would like to ask the Ministry of Education to speed up this process. It has not just happened. This is something that is planned for, because the term dates were known. It's also obvious and very clear in this country that our economy is in a downward spiral. And that being the case, let's be human a bit and try and do the best we can to release and make it easy for parents to give us their children to go back to schools. It's hard. We have a measure of which we call a Muturiro here in Kisa. That Muturiro is going about 200 shillings. And now, that's not food enough for a family of 8. Please, keep food cheap. If we don't keep food cheap, people will do anything because they're hungry. They want to fill their stomachs. There's a word to our government that's in place. Revise this pricing of maize. And by the same token, send the fees that was planned for. Send the support that was planned for and agreed to in Parliament. The budget was passed. Now there are delays in submitting those funds to institutions. We don't want our institutions to go on fire. So let's take some preventive action. Because after all, it's common knowledge that prevention is better than cure. Let's not start crying that, oh, we should move. Please go ahead and do your part. Do your constitutional duty to supply the finances that have been voted in by